Should I fast when I'm traveling? Should I not fast when I'm traveling? Common question, right? Every time you're traveling, you're thinking to yourself, should I fast? Should I not fast? Depends on the scenario. Some people are very capable, they're able to fast. In one of the reports, the Prophet was with the Sahaba and they were traveling, and everybody broke their fast. All of the Sahaba except for two people. The Prophet ﷺ and Abdullah ibn Rawaha, who is among the great companions of the Prophet ﷺ as well. Right? This particular Sahabi, he had a unique build as well. Even within the battlefields, you see his stories, he's very unique. Right? He's stronger than the average person. So not everybody is able to keep up with the people who have a very good, healthy body, etc. The Prophet ﷺ was very physically fit as well. Abdullah ibn Rawaha was as well. Most of the Sahaba, they said, we couldn't handle it. We couldn't handle it. So they all broke their fasts. So it's okay to be traveling and be divided on this as well. Some people may choose to break their fast, no problem. Other people may choose not to break their fast. This is a concession from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not necessary for you to break your fast, but it is a concession. If you wish to break it and you feel like the difficulty is too much for you to bear, go ahead. If you don't, and you feel like you can handle the fast, go ahead as well. But don't censure somebody else as well. Because the Sahaba, they explained also in another hadith that some of us would break the fast, others would not break the fast. None of us would censure the other. This is what the hadith says. فَلَا يَعِيبُ أَحَدُنَا عَلَى الْآخَرِ. One person would never say, why are you fasting? And the other one would never say, why are you not breaking your fast and not accepting the concession of Allah? This person chose the concession because he felt that his situation was such. Another person didn't choose the concession, it's up to him. Maybe he doesn't want to go back and have fasts to make up after Ramadan, because you still have to make up these fasts. So you make the choice. But if you get to a point where fasting is very, very difficult, right? And you are basically forcing yourself to fast at this point, then you should go ahead and take the concession. You should go ahead and take the concession of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has permitted for you to break your fast when it is very difficult, especially when you're traveling. So go ahead and accept that concession. There is no sin upon you. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ saw a man who was fasting. And all of the Sahaba, they were around this man and they were basically shading the man. It looked like he's going to pass out. Sahabi. So the Prophet went to that man and he said, لَيْسَ مِنَ الْبِرِّ الصِّيَامُ فِي السَّفَرِ. It's not considered a good deed for you to be fasting while you're traveling. So if you are, now this doesn't mean it's not a good deed in all scenarios. It means specifically in this scenario where a person is just too exhausted. He can't handle it. So when you get to that point, some people, they think it's still, something good for me to carry on fasting. The Prophet is saying in this scenario, it's not considered a good deed for you to go and fast. At this point, accept the concessions of Allah. Allah loves for His concessions to be accepted as well. It's not all about the azaim. It's not all about the things that are super difficult. Allah allows for these concessions. He's made these concessions. He knows that sometimes people are going to travel and it's difficult for them, right? And even if it isn't, the concession is still there. When you travel, you have that concession to break your fast and make it up later on, and that is a very important point. It needs to be made up later on as well.